It has been 60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60. And we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys are back for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the third overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
And 10.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw on second and 10. Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and there the scramble for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Play action. It's Darnold. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll drop to throw. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
Yeah, the Patriots gearing up to go now. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Play action. May. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On play action, May. Gets this complete to Butte. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
So nothing doing there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards. And a Patriot 1st down.
To the air, May. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 30 yards. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
makes the score.
That time a 6-play drive.
Seahawks,
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Darnold. Walker with a grab, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now it's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Faking the give, Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Seahawks first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Looking to throw. May. He finds Douglas complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
And they go play action with May. Got a man, Boutte. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Throwing here is May. Now pass complete. Here's Boutte with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's May. And this complete to Henry over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
They'll swing this out to Henderson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll throw with May. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
At the 8-yard line.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 7-all is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Here's May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. To throw, it's May. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with an amazing diving catch. And the Patriots have taken the lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The extra point now for Borregales. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Patriots
A 10-play
14,
drive that time.
Seahawks 7.
And it ends with a New England touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold down to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Darnold keeps it. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Seahawks field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he takes this near to 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. The tight end, Henry, here in motion. Play action, May. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
1st down, New England.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
To Demario Douglas. A 7-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by Henry.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Darnold from the gun. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Darnold. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On the give, it's Walker. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Myers' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one did I ever know.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And a Patriot 1st down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To the air, May. Gets this complete to Butte. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll look to throw again. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's complete to Diggs. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, New England.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Douglas, the man in motion. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They run once more with Henderson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Darnold over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Throwing here is May. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He completes this to Walker. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Milton Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
3rd down and 13. Back to throw, Darnold. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Milton Williams drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return is Jones. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the gun, it's May. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Douglas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's May. Douglas with a grab over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
And they go play action with May. He finds Douglas complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, New England.
3 points are huge.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
A give for Henderson running to the right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
To throw, it's May. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Henderson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll throw with May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
21-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt there, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's good.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He'll try and do this himself. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Darnold a sneak. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Here's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Patriots.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They go play action now. May. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To the air, May. Short pass caught by Henry. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's May. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Henderson running straight ahead. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
At the 3-yard line.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Henderson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Borregales now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, 1st down, Seahawks.
Good for a Seahawks 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 31 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Seahawks 27.
Get this point.
Jason
and after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Gets around him. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. And now out come the Patriots. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw. May. He finds his man. Complete. It's Douglas. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
On the zone read, here's Henderson with it. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
From the gun on third down is May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Patriots.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing here is May. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. They'll drop to throw. It's this complete to Butte. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Patriots! Keyshawn Butte from 3 yards out. And the Patriots are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Now, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
The extra point now for Borregales. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw, Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Darnold. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
May going to give it to Henderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again with Henderson. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henderson. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw with May. Launching one for Henderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now Darnold and the Seahawks down by a field goal, 90 seconds remaining. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on 1st down. Here's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 11.
Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. Walker with a grab, left side.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now Darnold. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. On an excellent tackle there as they keep him in bounds and hold him to no gain.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
4th down.
And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.